day. Welcome in, and our name is Duublé Jones, and you know I'm coming from around the way. Welcome to the Crystaline Mars Show. Ray Bay said, "Make sure I say something when I change mine. Make sure I say something. You mean? I don't know if that's what you meant." But welcome in, y'all, to the show tonight. If you're new, we welcome you. Do we have any first timers in here? If so, we welcome you. We definitely invite y'all here every night. If you're OG, welcome back. I love y'all. We go live every night. Y'all know how we do. Sometime divine. If it's after 9, or it may be between 8:45 and 9, somewhere between then. PM Eastern time. So y'all turn notifications on so you can vibe with the tribe and tap in. Also head over to the website for all of your spiritual tools, jewels, gems, services, all that you need. Okay. CrystalineMars.com. You'll get free shipping for all U.S. orders over $75. And be sure to take advantage of our bundle and save deal that is not going to be lasting forever. So take advantage of it while it lasts, where you can get 10% off all orders over $100, 20% off all orders over $200, and 30% off all orders over $300. So head over to the website. Thank y'all so much for all that y'all do and all ways that you choose to exchange love and show up. Thank y'all for y'all cash apps as well. If you are interested in a reading tonight on the live, you can send your love offerings in. I'll knock those out first come, first serve. But other than that, we're about to go ahead and swerve into the daily energy. So, hey Mystique, babe, thanks. Hey Keisha J. Graffiti, I ain't fooling with you. All right, y'all. So the daily energy is for y'all. We are divine. Remember yesterday we was really tapping into like love energy, and I talked about the significance of 369 and how 369 is the vibration of love. Okay, tomorrow is March 6th. 2025. So we got the 3, we got the 6, we got the 9. Why I look so yellow? I still look fine. So we have the 369 energy tomorrow, but also tomorrow is episode 369. I was like, Ashay, why I look yellow? I don't know how to feel about that. Is it the light, bitch? I mean, is the glow yellow? I mean, it's it looked fine on YouTube, but on Instagram, it looks like it has a tint. Like, did I press a filter, bitch? Hold on, let me press a filter and then take a filter off. There we go. We just had to reset that bit. So let's talk about it, y'all. So we got the 369 energy, like I said. We are officially entering our waxing moon phase. All right, and the waxing moon occurs between a new moon and a full moon, and this is a time for drawing things toward you to aid you in any new endeavors, okay? So definitely on this day, we want to focus, and not even just on this day, because we're going to be in this period for a little while, but this is the beginning of it. So on this day, we definitely want to focus on building moments around the actions that will help us achieve our goals, around, such as relationship building, networking, and branding, okay? On this day as well, we definitely want to adapt to the shifts and endings and ultimately embrace the change, okay? The crystals for the day are Chrysocolla, Herkimer Diamond, and Moldavite. And the colors for the day are green, red, yellow. Y'all go ahead and drop y'all green, red, and yellow hearts down below. And the ritual for today that I would recommend is definitely the Sweet Life Manifesto. All right? I love y'all. I love y'all. Because it's been real sweet. It's been real sweet before we moved into the 3 energy. But this month of March has been It's been cavity sweet, and I thank y'all to all of you who have been contributing to that sweetness, and I send it back, I spend it back times a million to you. So let's go ahead and get into the tarot tea time, you and me time. Where y'all hearts at YouTube? Hi DK, Miss Sheba, Taquan on the YouTube. Hey Reincarnated Jules. You said my prego twin. How far along are you? How far along are you? Alright, so let's go ahead and get into it. This is going to be a general collective. I want y'all to take what resonates and leave what does not. I would recommend that y'all definitely take advantage of the cut and clears, the leave me the fuck alone, the justice rituals, as well as the deeply rooted rituals available on crystalinemars.com as we close out this, healing the past as well. That's more so it. So healing the past ritual, cut and clear, leave me the fuck alone, and justice. Okay, some of you may have already invested in these rituals, but if it's resonating on your heart again to put a little bit more work in, I definitely encourage that you book your services, right? You could book your spiritual clearing, or you could book your personal ritual, because we are coming to a close, we're coming to an end. But I definitely encourage y'all to take advantage of the services as well as the personal ritual, so I could get your candle burning by this Virgo full moon total lunar eclipse that's going to be on the 13th. Okay, so if y'all been spying on them rituals, I would recommend that when it comes to the releasing and the cutting and clearing and protection, do that before the 13th, so I could burn y'all candle and I could work with that energy for you. Okay, hold on y'all, I'm thirsty. Peace, Quamicia and Blaze. All right, so let's see what we got for the collective. Oh, and speaking of the 369 energy for tomorrow, tomorrow is definitely a day where you want to conduct like your love rituals, do your love manifestation rituals, rather it's vision boards, visualization, burning your pink candles, as well as this is a day where you want to do conduct like a big contract clearing when it comes to past lovers, past sexual connections, past like broken relationships, rather it's platonic, romantic, rather it was your colleagues, old friends, whoever. Like on the 369 on March 6th, that's a day that you definitely want to do some cut and clears, okay, to so we can begin to mend the heart. All right, but let's see. So we have the Ace of Pentacles here in reverse. We have the High Priestess upright. We got the Queen of Wands in reverse, the Page of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Eight of Wands upright, the King of Pentacles upright, the the Chariot upright, the Nine of Wands in reverse. Wow. 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 The energy that I'm picking up here, it feels like somebody who feel like they were stuck in the middle of no fucking where. And, you know, you may have had to be resourceful and just thug it out. You may, something about sleeping in somebody's car or something like that. But it's definitely this energy of like stranded or like long struggle that I see here with this Ace of Pentacles. Some of you, when it comes to financial endeavors, financial situations, that has just been the same. Doors have not seemed to be opening, or they close soon as they open here. But with this High Priestess, it does feel like Spirit has been communicating and sending messages, signs, synchronicities your way to confirm to you that something is closer, something is near. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse, and we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So I do see for some of you, you were thinking about starting something new with somebody or starting something new somewhere. And I do see there may be a halt to that with this Nine of Wands in reverse. There could be some kind of detour that you're being called, or you're going to be like redirected to go down some kind of different path, or it's not even a different path. It may be the original path, but maybe because the original path was blocked off for whatever reason, you started to seek other routes. But I do see you going back to the original route here. So there could be some unexpected shifts as we close out. Okay. Also with this Eight of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the Chariot, this is movement finally when it comes to communication. Some of y'all may have been waiting to hear back from some masculine energy. It could be a boss. It could be a love interest, somebody who has like a very like older kind of spirit. I'm picking up on somebody who has an older spirit. So they could be younger in age, but they have like this older, like old man kind of energy here. Somebody has been waiting to hear from them. But even to those of you where that does not resonate with this King of Pentacles, this is your money taking off quick. This is those doors opening quick and staying open. All right. It's definitely what I'm seeing right now is some sliding doors open, and it's just waiting for you to enter, and then it's going to close behind you. There are definitely going to be a lot of people that you're going to be called. I'm seeing the Eight of Cups to release over the next upcoming weeks. This could be releasing expectations. This could be deleting their phone numbers. This could be telling them like, hey, I gotta go, something along those lines, because somebody is not going to be able to experience this with you. Somebody was in the fucking way and they about to get trampled over. Yeah, I told you somebody was in the way, or some energy was in the way. Remember I said it felt like somebody was on the struggle bus, right? In the middle of nowhere, stranded, a long struggle. That's literally what this Five of Wands is. This could have been like crabs in a barrel energy, where there could have been some kind of competition here. Somebody just trying to claw at you to bring you down, or to really like mess with your self-esteem. Okay, mess with your self-esteem or exhaust your funds. Yeah, yes, exactly. So we have the, what is 6 at? Do we have the 6 here? Hold on. Do we have the 6? No, we don't have the 6. Okay, so, nope, there's no 6 here. Can I make a 6? Nope. Yeah, so there's something that you're waiting for to balance. Because we have the 3-9 energy, so I was looking for the 6. I was looking for the 6. But as I said, like, a lot of us are being called to release something, to shift our perspective around something. But there is definitely a, yeah, I'm seeing a tunnel. I'm seeing a tunnel where it was like really foggy, but the light is going to definitely be shined, and you're going to be able to see clearly here. We talked about that the other day. But this is definitely somebody hitting big on something. This is emotional fulfillment, like, oh my gosh, finally energy here. But we are missing the 6. I don't have a 6 card out here. And so that 6 represents balance. It represents like the mediator. It represents like the scales, justice. And so I feel like that's something that you're waiting on. It's something that it's one last thing, or a few things that you need to wrap up. But we have the Knight of Cups here, so I definitely recommend that y'all work with this 3-6-9 energy. Okay, this is love offers here. Some of you as well may have some love offers come through, and you may have been putting your eggs in one basket, but something about rotten eggs. Somebody could definitely be in a low spot. Yeah, because I'm hearing Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe by Kendrick Lamar. And so you may have been trying to be patient and extend grace when it comes to this energy, or just try to like support them. But something definitely feels exhausted. exhausting as well. So there could be some things that you have to surrender and let them like find their way. Okay. Let's see. 3-9 is your birthday. Ashe. Ashe, graffiti. Yeah. We have the Temperance here, and we have the 7 of Wands. Okay, with the Temperance and the 7 of Wands. Okay, I just got chills. But what I saw was somebody lose their protection. Somebody lose their protection. Not sure if somebody was on Papers or something like that, but I just heard I'm ready to sign on Papers by Usher. But with the Papers, it was something about legal. It was like legal matters. Okay, but with this Temperance, there is definitely a divine intervention here. Spirit's about to like definitely break something up here. Spirit's about to break something up. Okay. And some of you, like I said, I talked about this, I believe, yesterday, but I was like, some of us are like, I'm going to fight for this union, or I'm going to fight for this thing. And you're like, you know what? I am fighting by myself. I am good on that. Okay. But with this 7 of Wands in reverse and the Temperance, I do see that somebody is ready to let somebody in. Because this 7 of Wands is very like protective of the energy. And it doesn't feel like you're like letting your guard down to where you're just like letting energy disturb your peace. I hope you're not. And if you are, you might need to reevaluate your boundaries or the lack thereof. But this is more so like I'm ready to let somebody into my heart. I'm ready to share my heart. I'm ready to share my life, bitch. I'm ready to share my love. I'm ready to share my life. I'm ready to be your wife. Let me see. We have the Moon here. So your intuition is definitely heightening at this time as well. I do feel like you need to give yourself permission to, like, you gotta trust. You gotta trust what you see. And I speak for example, or by example, whatever. Because today, Brother Logas asked me, he showed me a picture and he asked me, what does your intuition tell you about this picture? And instead of me just saying what I felt intuitively, I didn't want to be wrong, as I always do, the Capricorn in me. But I was like, because I didn't know where he was going. And so I was just like, I don't know. Like, and so I was like, what do you say? And so he then shared his perspective with me, and he literally said what I was thinking. And I was like, that's what my intuition said. It sounded like a Mr. Me Too head ass, but I know within myself, like, that was literally the same thing I thought. But I just didn't know if that was the answer he was looking for. And I'm like, Duublé, like, it doesn't matter what he was looking for. It's what did you feel? But I didn't completely trust that I was on the money, because it wasn't even only about, it wasn't just only about what I was thinking that he was expecting to hear from me. It was also, I didn't really trust my intuition. You know what I mean? I was scared to express what I felt intuitively. All right. And this is not for you to make announcements about what you feel, about what you see, but ultimately, do you trust your intuition? You know, sometimes our intuition may be a little blurry. Sometimes it may be a tad bit off, but definitely blessings here for you. These hardships definitely made you stronger. Okay. But I do see somebody gaining a partner. This could be like a friend as well. Some of you just really want like a friend that you can confide in. Graffiti said, I feel like you needed that message as well, Duublé. Of course. A lot of the messages that be here for the collective be for me too. That's why I look back at the show, because I just be channeling. And then I got to come back and get what's for me. But not, yeah, for surely. For sure. Melanated said, I've been seeing fours all day. Yup. And that 4 is that unexpected change energy. That's the unexpected change. Like the 5s are change and challenge, but the 4s are like the unexpected ones. All right. Let's see. Welcome in to all of you who are joining us on YouTube as well, on Instagram, and you on Facebook, baby boo. What we got here? We got Babalao. All right. Okay. So with this energy here, it does feel like, I don't know, somebody may be very thin or losing weight due to stress here. I am hearing like a lack of minerals, lack of nutrients. Somebody is really dehydrated as well. Somebody needs to do better when it comes to hydrating, right? Eating your hydrating fruits, your watermelons, your coconuts. Okay, but I do see that somebody needs to nourish. It does feel like malnourishment. Malnourished. Somebody's malnourished. Okay. Or even if that's not the case for some of you, it's some illness or disease that you may be battling, and Spirit's encouraging for you to study holistic ways of healing these things. Whether it's you that is ill or your loved ones. He said, oh my gosh, that's me. Ray Bay said, me too. Melanie said, I lost 10 pounds due to stress. When I'm stressed, I don't eat. Shit, I'm the opposite. Let's trade. Bitch, I gain 10 when I'm stressed. I be like, what a fool, bitch. Give me 2, bitch. All right. We have cleansing. We have cleansing. So some of you may be purging, some of you may be cleansing, some of you may be fasting, but don't forget about the replenishment. Okay? But with this cleansing again, I definitely encourage that you take advantage of this last few weeks that we have in this Pisces energy. It's not that if you don't do it now, it's the end all be all, but this is a very profound time to really take advantage of when it comes to working with the element water to assist you in your healing, in your cleansing, in your releasing. Okay, to release those blockages as well as negative energies from your past, especially over the past year. A lot of you have endured a lot. Okay, there could have been a lot of things that you may have been battling in silence or out loud. There could have been some deaths. There could have been some transitions. Some of you didn't even have space to grieve. Some of you didn't even have space to grieve like your losses or the transitions, the losses of you or losses of relationships and things like that, because you just had to keep going, or you just didn't allow yourself to feel, or you didn't have a safe space to feel, or whatever it is. But definitely intentionally connecting with the water element is going to allow for those things to come up and out. And so some of you may definitely be feeling more emotional in these next upcoming days, and it may not be directly connected to things that are happening in the present moment. It may just be a residual backup energy that has just been lingering within you for, you know, years, or from over the past year here. Okay. Woo. Somebody's energy is very heavy. Like literally, it's like somebody's cloaked in trauma or depression or anxiety or all of it. Okay, it has to do connected to like miscarriage energy. Some of you it has to do with like betrayal, like I said, transitions, deceased loved ones, the endings of jobs, losings of homes, or, you know, illnesses and things like that that may have just put you down and set you back here. Somebody definitely has some, whoo, shit, bitch. Somebody definitely has some heavy energy that they're carrying. Wearing your shells as well. I really don't want to stop. I wish I could just like keep this going in the background. Y'all just take some intentional breaths in through your nose and blow, exhale slowly through your mouth. They do sell these. I was guided to this specific one in person. This lady had a stand. She was like a vendor, and it was the only thing there that spoke to me, and it was the last one there. But then I did find them later on Etsy as well. So if y'all are interested in getting one, let me know, and I'll definitely love to share the details with you. But we talked about this yesterday when we talked about like incorporating different tools and things like that. Of course, a lot of y'all are in the comments saying like y'all needed that. I felt that. Y'all see, I just shut up and just did what I needed to do. But Lovely asked, how do you clear that energy? So I wanted to talk about that too, because I did a spiritual clearing with a Lovely yesterday, and today she was like, oh, the spirit is still around. But I clearly told her yesterday when it came to we broke like 6 contracts, but there were 2 very powerful contracts, which was like Lilith and Diana head ass. And I told her, I was like, we're gonna have to do a couple rounds. Baby, come through. You these are rounds tonight. Y'all remember that? Beloved said, wow, why am I crying? Release. Release, cleanse, purge, my love. But so I said that to say, when it comes to clearing out this negativity, it's levels, it's layers. It depends on how thick it is. It depends on how long it's been to you or it's attached to you. So there's different ways, such as cleansing your aura with Palo Santo. The most effective way that I would recommend is actually doing contract breaking. I do provide that service on the website. It's under the spiritual clearings section, where I guide you through that, and we break many contracts in the spiritual realm to with deities, entities that are a hindrance, that are influencing you. That is the most effective, because when it comes to Palo Santo, when it comes to even water cleanses and healing and working, doing like rituals such as just like maybe scripting, burning candles, burning paper, things like that. Those things do work, but they're more like temporary covers. They're like temporary buffers, temporary little things that can help. But when it comes to spiritual contract breaking, we're actually severing it. And again, it takes multiple rounds of that. So I recommend my clients. Some clients I see monthly. Some clients I see quarterly. Some clients I see, as they feel led. Sometimes some clients I see weekly at times. And so it just depends, again, on how intense the energy is to you. But that's why it's important to, even fasting can help, right? Because you essentially want to break contracts, not only with these spirits, but things that are attached to that energy as well. So anything, not anything, but yeah, anything and all things that are of lower vibrations, that are not healthy, that are not conducive to your growth, you want to purge those things out. Like I said, so Palo Santo, essential oils, such as like wearing your frankincense, your rosemaries, things like that, your peppermint oils as well, crystals. Those are different things that you can do. You said, please send me the info to purchase one of those. Of course, DM me, and I'll send you the information. You can just say whatever, like, hey, can you tell me the thing that you used on the, actually, I think no, because my Etsy shop, I don't have it pulled up right there. I got y'all if you DM me. Okay, so let's continue to pull. Graffiti said it's been a while since my last clearing. It has. Did you stop at the heart? All right, so let's see what else we got. All right, so let's pull from Work Your Light. Mystique laugh. Baby, come through. You deserve rounds tonight. Was that the Vine days? Was that back in Vine days? Oh, you stopped at the throat. Okay. Yeah, you probably stopped there for a minute because you know you in that damn throat energy. Let's see. And you're a Gemini too, right? So yeah, you probably needed to sit there for a little bit. Let's see. We've been getting this card for a minute between the show and the daily energy, but it says double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So with this channeling and uplifting humanity, speaking of the throat chakra, some of you may be definitely called to use the throat chakra to channel. Some of you are going to be channeling ancestral energy as well, like delivering messages to your family members or to other people, messages from their deceased loved ones. Some of you already channel and you don't realize it. Okay, well, let's see. And it doesn't have to be channeled through a vocal, like verbal expression. It can also be through art. It could be through your music as well, your work, whatever you do. We have, where are you being called to journey to? Where are you being called to journey to? Okay. So I was thinking about this last night or early this rising, one of the two, but I was just thinking about how it's often that we don't see how much we really do matter, how much of a difference we really do make, how much of an influence that we really are. And even when we do realize it, we realize it like on a small scale. But when it comes to a global scale, when it comes to humanity as a whole, like you really can make a big difference if you step into your power and allow yourself to receive that staff from your higher self. Some of you, again, you don't have to lead from the front. Some of you may be called to lead from the back, and leading from the back for you may look like, you know, you doing a lot of intergenerational work, a lot of work on the behalf of your bloodline, a lot of self-work that can just help with healing and rippling out into those connected to you. And some of y'all don't even realize how much of a difference that you've already made. But then some of us as well are going to be called to lead from the front. Okay? But it's like something, you got to give yourself permission. You got to give yourself permission. I don't care how oversaturated, it's only one you. There is not an oversaturation of you. There is not an oversaturation of you. I don't care how oversaturated your field may be. There is not an oversaturation of me. Let that be the declaration. There is not an oversaturation of me. There is not an oversaturation of me. It's not. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Now I'm just thinking about Neo, the one. Okay. There's not an oversaturation of you. So stop waiting to arrive. Stop waiting for the final destination. Stop waiting for it to be over. Because as long as you're waiting for it to be over, as long as you're waiting for it to be done and you to arrive, like you're in the wrong mindset. You're in the wrong mindset. It's not. You too. Where y'all declarations at? Y'all just looking at me. I see you looking. Ha ha. Okay. What I just channeled with that energy, because if I'm not mistaken, that was Jeezy. And I know Jeezy and Gucci Mane, they're both two rappers, to those of you who don't know. But they had beef. I remember they had beef since back in the day, like, I don't know, maybe like early 2000s, mid, like 2005, somewhere around there. They had beef. It was like street beef. And then around 2020, I remember when like everything happened with COVID and they were doing like the verses, and they had Jeezy and Gucci do the verses together, and they still was in that energy where, and I don't know if they was just playing along, you know, with the what's the word? Not propaganda. I guess you could say propaganda, but the people kind of wanted them to come with that energy, that same energy. And I just kind of picked up for somebody specific, and maybe a few of you as well. Some of you may be evolving your perspective. Some of you may be forgiving somebody, and you may still choose to not reconcile with this person, but just definitely be intentional and mindful of energy that tries to like turn you against somebody or keep you against somebody. Okay, try to remind you of where you were to take you back there, or, you know, be mindful of that energy, because I do see that for some of you as well. It's like a middleman energy, so just be mindful of that. But let's close out with yeah, we're gonna close out with one card. You said publicity stunt? No, I was meaning more like the propaganda, the agenda is where I was going. You said, and I love the way Jeezy carried himself. Yes. Yeah. And Gucci, I remember on Breakfast Club a long time ago, years ago, back when the beef first started, Gucci was like, I would never respect him. I would never respect him. Granted, I think it was something with friends shooting, something like that. I don't know. But Gucci was still carrying that, you know? So don't be the one who's carrying that weight. If somebody still is bitter, is sour about what you did, what happened with y'all, what you said, like, if that's what they want to carry, that's what they want to hold, like, that's their business. But release yourself from that. Do yourself a favor. What we got? We have official person. I told you there's not an oversaturation of you. Okay, so with this 22 energy, I definitely need you to own it here. You definitely earned your stripes. You've earned your medals here. In your reality, your results are speaking for you. So you don't got to say a thing. You don't got to go around clanking your medals. Oh, we see you. And trust me, they see you too. All right. Yeah, we have the message of concern. And not only do they see you, but they're talking about you, fucking appalled when it comes to what you're about to pull off or what you did pull off. We're going to leave it one more. Exactly. High honor. Like I said what I said. And we have community here. So this is your support coming in. But that concludes our Tarot Tea Time, You and Me time. Thank y'all for sharing this space. Y'all go ahead and spam the comments with some red, black, and white hearts, y'all. Some red, black, and white hearts. And I will now transition over to the spiritual lesson. Y'all could connect with me and Brother Logas offline on CrystalineMars.com. But other than that, I will see y'all in the comments. And I will see y'all on the live tomorrow. You said the 22, the Duublé, you know you, the Ashe. Yeah. All right. Peace and love, y'all. Ashe graffiti. Okay.
Peace, family. Today's spiritual lesson is on spirituality. which can also tie into religion, however you want it, whether you want to connect this to your spiritual practice or understanding or to your religion. Are you using your spirituality or your religion to change your life, or are you using it to justify your life? This is a very important question because I would say most individuals, whether you're spiritual, whether you're religious, tend to use these practices to more so religion, but sometimes also, but also in the spiritual realm as well. Where a lot of individuals use these practices to justify your experiences, your life experiences, justify your results, to justify, how things are playing out. Right? We say it's the universe. It's how it's supposed to be. Right? It was already ordained. It's how we already chosen it. Right? Or maybe if you're on a religious side of things, it's okay because God will forgive me or whatever. Right? It's the individuals who use their spiritual or religious practice to say that I'm using this as a tool to change my life, to change where I'm at, or maybe even to change where I am currently going, right? That is the purpose of the practice. It is to help for you to change, to help for you to grow, to help for you to get more into alignment, right? But if you're using these practices as not as a practice, but as a way to justify the unbeneficial or detrimental or just not very effective, behavior, then you will continue to receive the same results. Versus if you say, okay, these are the results I'm getting, I need to find a way to use my spiritual religious practice in a way to where it can help me to change my results, help me to grow my results, help me to expand my success, expand my abilities, expand my skill set, expand. So that is today's spiritual lesson, right? Are you using your spirituality to justify? Are you using it to help you to change? Are you using your ancestors to help you to change the direction that you're going? Are you using your spirituality to help you to heal the body, heal the mind, heal the soul, heal the spirit? Are you using it to change your situations? Are you using it to change your vibration? Using it to change your environment, to change your experiences? Or are you merely just using it to justify what you are already experiencing? So that's today's spiritual lesson. Now we're going to Q&A. Peace over to the Facebookers and peace over to the OGs on IG as well as the YouTubers. We appreciate all the likes, shares, and subscribes as well as the super chats and the cash apps. Peace over to Melanated Queen. Peace to Graffiti. Peace over to Sheba Bay. And Mystique Melanin. Oh, shit. So I see we don't have too many people on tonight. Peace to Road Rick Taft. So go ahead and give y'all a minute or two to decide if there's anything you want to share or say or comment on or chime in or add. Otherwise, we will keep it moving and keep it going. Peace to a new view. And remember, tomorrow, peace to Sidon Films. Let's see. Graffiti says, at what point are spiritual practices justified? What point are spiritual practices justified? I'm not sure exactly what you mean when you ask that question. I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that. But I'm going to try to. I'm guessing that you're trying to say when does spirituality or when does someone use spirituality to justify what they're already doing or experiencing. Well, that's the concept where if a person keeps making the same mistakes over and over again, keep going through the same cycles, but then they just use their spirituality to say, well, this is how the universe has set it up for me. This is what I'm supposed to go through. This is what, or it's this is the lesson I'm supposed to learn, so that's why it's okay for me to continue to, or maybe it's not the same mistake, but maybe it's just that you're not listening to your intuition, you're not listening to what the ancestors are giving you, right? So you'll try to manipulate it by saying, well, even though the signs are saying, and even people might be coming to telling you should go this route, right? But you may have a desire to go this other route. And though other individuals are saying like, no, you're going to probably get a negative result, you may then use your spirituality to say like, well, no, as long as I stay in a positive mindset, because that's what I believe in, that's what that's within my spiritual practice. I'll just use a positive mindset to keep me from experiencing the negativity that you're trying to warn me from, or that the ancestors are trying to warn me from, right? So those are some examples. So I hope that's what you were asking for, Graffiti. Peace to Chef Chuck. And interesting how you got Chef Chuck, starts with a CH, Chef, and then Chuck starts with CH, but yet you pronounce the CH differently. One's a sh sound, the other one's a ch, but then you got a word like character, now it's a K sound. I don't know why, it just popped into my head, but I'm just like, man, that's so weird. How CH can make 3 different sounds for no real apparent reason. Anyway, Shiva Bay said that resonated with me. Ashe, Shiva Bay. Peace to Divine Queen Cece. It was 10:10. I'll give you another minute. See if I got anything for 10:11.
Hospital, you're not allowed to have very long.
I'll show you. It is 10:11. I don't see any other questions. So we'll go ahead and call it a night. We'll say, oh, hold up. Here we go. Graffiti got one. Okay, let me rephrase. When can spirituality as a whole be justified? Like if someone uses what they know and learned to better or change themselves, could that then be a justifiable way to use spirit? Okay, so you're asking about spirituality. What justifies spirituality? I mean, there's nothing that justifies spirituality. It's like nothing that justifies religion. I mean, now if you're talking about like for a whole entire culture, for entire, not culture, but for entire community of people, well then, you know, that's a conversation you would have with that particular community. What justifies us using this practice versus that practice? But as far as spirituality in and of itself, it doesn't need a justification. Because spirituality isn't really one practice. There's different types of spirituality practices. There's not one version of spirituality practice. Therefore, it doesn't need a justification in order to use it. And maybe that's what you thought I was saying in tonight's lesson. I wasn't. If that's the case, that's not what I was saying. I wasn't saying that that some people. I wasn't saying that are you using. The idea was, are you using spirituality to change, like you just described, someone that uses what they learn to change themselves, are using it, that's why it says up there, using it to change your situation or change yourself? Or are you only using it to justify what you are already doing, to justify what you are not changing, right? So that's what I was talking about when I was talking about the justification part. What you're talking about is a different thing. It's about, you know, what justifies the practice. At the end of the day, results will always justify using anything. So if you want to say like what gives it credence to use any particular practice, any spiritual practice or religious practice, you know, results are usually going to be that thing. So if you get good results and there's an evolution and a positive change, right, in that person as well as in their life, then, you know, of course that justifies using that. That definitely would justify using that practice. But as far as spirituality as a whole, it doesn't need justification, because it's just about spirituality as a whole doesn't need justification. it would just be maybe the particular type of spirituality you are practicing might need justification, but that depends on who we're talking to. Like, it never needs justification for yourself unless you're looking for justification, but otherwise, it doesn't require any justification unless you're just trying to justify it to yourself, or you're trying to convince others. That's the only time then you would then need to look for some sort of justification. If you're not looking to do those things, then you never need justification. Okay. So, peace to Shiba Bay. I should Shiba Bay. So I guess we got to everybody there. So we'll go ahead and say Ashe, Asante, and Amen. Ime Kamalika, it is done, and prepare for your 369 day tomorrow. Which I guess I probably should have spoken about that tonight, but I know Duublé, I'm sure, has brought it up, but I'll also talk to her about that so that talk about it. Well, I'll give Duublé some things that she could share with y'all for tomorrow, like during the day, and then I'll go into it tomorrow night as well. But what I will say is that okay, well, Mama Mara's asking what's a good way to prepare. I suggest for tomorrow that you, for tonight, you write down, and actually, what I will do, this is what I will do. For the 369, what I will do is we'll do like a prayer, like a spiritual. We'll do a prayer type of thing tomorrow. So make sure you're in the building tomorrow. But we'll do a prayer where I will assist all of you who are on the prayer to break some spiritual contracts, right? So as a collective, I will break the major spiritual contracts that are associated with most people, well, pretty much all of us, and so it'll be like a small guided meditation, breaking spiritual contracts, because that's what the 369 is. That's one of the major parts of 369. It is to because what you're doing is it's the love energy, right? And but it's love in its most purest form. It's most healed and purest form. Therefore, it's a time to purify the self, right? Purify the self so that you can engage in that love energy, so that you can participate. Because it's not about 369 and boom, that's it, and this is all. It's over from there. No, it's 369, and if you use it properly, it can catapult you into the next, or at least for the rest of this year, right? But if it's a way like it's a good time to boom, let's start to catapult to go into the next level of your life, right? And with a big enough push that can help to get the shifts going on in your life, so then you can take advantage of that push and continue to speed it up, right? Speed up your trajectory. It's just hard to speed your trajectory up when you just feel stuck in this mud, you feel stuck in the muck, feel stuck in the grime, right? it's real hard to get the wheels churning. It's like you turn them a little bit and you stop, you turn a little bit and you stop. But with a nice big push, that's what we'll use tomorrow as a nice big push to get you going, to get you out the mud so you can start driving on your own, start rolling. So that's what we'll do for tomorrow. Shea Graffiti said, turn your notifications on so you don't miss it tomorrow. I also suggest that you write down the names of people that you feel like you have a negative connection with. Now, this does not mean that it could be a loved one, and it doesn't mean because you're going to break this connection that you're now going to break your connection with the person. It just means you're going to break the negative connection with the person. Now, that might make it difficult for you to connect with them after that, or it might make it easier for you to connect with them after that. It depends on the person, and it depends on what's attached to that person. But sometimes, a lot of times it's just there's an energy connected between you two, or you three, or you four, and it's a negative energy, but it's just a connecting energy. So if you just break the connection, then you can bond once again. And then sometimes the negative energy is attached to the other person themselves. So then if you break the connection, you might end up, in a sense, breaking a connection with them too, because the energy is still on them, right? But the best way to know whether or not it's just a connecting negative or if it's an actual negative energy on them is to break the connection and then see what happens on from there. So I suggest you create a list of people you have a negative connection with. And it might be someone that you have positive connections with, but you feel like there's one negative connection with them. So write the name down as well as the negative energy that you feel, or the negative experiences that you're feeling with this person. Maybe it's, you just argue a lot, so you feel arguments. Maybe it's jealousy. Maybe you feel jealous. Maybe they feel jealous. Maybe it's just confusion. Maybe it's disloyalty, right? Maybe it's selfishness. Maybe it's misunderstandings, right? Whatever it is. So write down a list of people. It can be as many people as you can think of: friends, family, co-workers, employees, employers. And it doesn't have to be people that you know or that you interact with now either. It can be people that you went to school with a long time ago, people that you knew from another state, someone that you just ran across before. That it doesn't even have to be necessarily someone that you know very heavily. It could be every sexual partner that you ever had. It could be every relationship you ever had. It could be the current relationship that you're in. Right, and you just write down this list, Shay, so that, and then you bring that list into our prayer 369 prayer for tomorrow. So when I have you going through the process of breaking the contracts, I'm going to say certain words that are going to connect you to the people that are in your list, because I'm going to say some of those negative energies, and you're going to. The point is, you're going to be visualizing. Whatever you visualize, I might say certain names of certain entities, and boom, you see the certain people that are on that list, right? And that's going to help you to break those bonds, break those connections, those negative bonds and negative connections, Ashe. And then, yeah, so go ahead and bring that list tomorrow. Graffiti says get some pink candles as well, Ashe. Over here on YouTube. Ashe the Sheba Bay. Duüblé says, would you say it's a portal between tomorrow And 315, that's you know, I didn't think about that part because that is also a 369 day. So I would say that it is a portal. So I would say like a wormhole type of deal. We can use it. We can use it as like a wormhole, right? So, what does a wormhole do? It speeds up the process. It speeds up your travels, right, to where you're trying to go. So it's that hyperspeed. So we could say from 3.6 to 3.15, you have this space for this hyperspeed type of moment. But really, I would use it. See, it's a portal, right? These are portals. The thing about portals, you can use them however there's different ways to use them. There's different ways to use them. In this case, I would say I would use both days, the 369 tomorrow to break contracts, and then the 315, you can use it to, we can use that one to establish positive bonds. So we can use tomorrow to break the negative ones, and then use the 315 to establish the positive ones. So that's two boosters that we used going into, you know, the rest of this year and the rest of our existence. But we'll start with the first one tomorrow. Share graffiti, subscribe, and turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss on tomorrow's live. I'll shade to that. To 22 on the clock, I share. It's Rose Gang, same time. Yeah, same time. You know, I'll be on here at about I'll probably get on here because Duublé will already be on here, but I'll get on probably about 9:45. I gotta coach my son's basketball team tomorrow. We got basketball practice tomorrow night, so I'll probably get back and be ready about probably like 9:45. We probably. Right, so we'll start somewhere between like 9:45 and 10 with that part. Oh, it's an eclipse. Is it an eclipse tomorrow? Oh, 15th is a full moon and lunar eclipse. I say. So there's a lot of energy to utilize on that day then. Shubei says, I'm so grateful to you and Duublé for your spiritual guides. Ashe, you are welcome, Sheba Bay. So definitely need that boost. I'll be here tomorrow. I'll shade to that. All right, and I will start my boost off tomorrow with, like I said, I'm starting the second parts of my rites of passage. So I will definitely be looking to start with some good exercise tomorrow, some good breathing exercises tomorrow as well, and just really start it off strong. And I want to come into tomorrow's night prayer session, you know, in my strongest vibration that I create, just to start it off right. Ashe. And it'll be interesting to see, you know, how I feel by the time March 15th comes along. Ashe, because that's like 9 days of some really intense ascendance type work that I'll be putting in between that time. So it'll be a good time for just to see, you know, how my life experience, you know, changes from tomorrow till the 15th, just that short period of time. The 9 days, right? That completion, that rebirth, right? So we see in the 9. So not only is it a 369 on tomorrow, but then it's a 369 on the 15th, and then there's a 9-day window between the two as well. So that's deep. That's deep. So now we will see you tomorrow. I would say Ashe, Asante, and Amen. Ime Kamalika. It is done. Karibu. Ashe. Oh. And then Graffiti says, what about 324? Ashe, that's another 6. You're right. And what? That's another 9 days. I already clicked off Facebook, but that's another 9 days, and that's the third one. So that's 3 of them. There's 3 for the 369. There's 9 days in between each one. I mean, it's deep. It's deep. Ashe to that. All 3 of them in the same month. Ashe. Ashe. There you go. There you go. So then I have to do another one for 324. So now I got to think about how I'm going to do those other two. Those other 2 now. I got to think about how I want to do those other 2. I know how I'm going to do. We know how we're going to do tomorrow. We know how we're going to do tomorrow. I'm going to think about how I want to conduct the other 2. I know one of them I have to do a positive connector. And I got to figure out what to do with the other one. And then I got to figure out which order I'm going to do those other 2 in. Ashe. Ashe to that. Graffiti.